Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans.
Golden Tate on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky finding Knox there, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my thumb shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go play action. Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Bears.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
This is Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
The first quarter with no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
10 yards.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Hines. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Bring it!
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Quick pass out to Miller. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky looking for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, he'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Tate. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
To
Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Tate to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Prescott. A quick hitter complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Screen play. Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. First down, Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
To Jack Doyle.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He can't get him down. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Squeeze, double. Kill. No. Check. Lock in.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Good for a Tennessee.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Titans 28, Bears 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Prescott yet again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trubisky to throw again. Going up top for Miller. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Let's go, you Titans. Let's go, you Titans.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain.
To the air again, Prescott.
3rd down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 43 yards on the ground.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments.